Yo. Welcome to the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops. I am Penn.
I am motherfucking Pops.
What the hell is going down, y'all? It is March 1/8, right? Monday, March 18th. Is that what's going down?
That threw me off when you did 1/8. I was like, is it the first?
But see that 1.8, 3.18.24, March 18th, 2024. It is Monday. Why are we recording on a Monday? We'll tell them in a second.
Yeah.
This episode, March is Madness, for both basketball reasons and our life reasons.
There's a lot of madness going on right now.
I'm just being all the way forthcoming. March is definitely madness. So this episode is dropping on Wednesday, actually, before the kickoff of the tournament, because we know that y'all fools are going to be dialed all the way in starting Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning, all the way through the weekend, and for the next few weeks, both for the men and women's hoop tournaments, which are about to be absolutely fire. So we're dropping Wednesday everywhere you podcast, Apple, YouTube TV, Spotify, stuff that he said, Google, Max, Paramount Plus, Tubi. We are everywhere, dog. Straight up. Yahoo.com. Find us there.
Yeah.
Share the show with a friend, by the way. Like I said, why are we dropping early? A few reasons. Number one, March Madness starts Wednesday night. We know y'all gonna be fixated on hoops. Number two, we got to get it out before March Madness officially stops. And Penn and Pops, because our Penn and Pops picks matter. They just do. Say that fast.
Penn and Pops pick matter. Nope. Nope.
It's really, really not easy. Penn and Pops picks matter. Duh. And my boy Pops to the right of me, to the left of you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
Opposite. To the left of you is hopping on an airplane and dipping out Wednesday morning to going to Colorado for what, the weekend?
No, I'm there until the 27th. Long weekend.
Bro, I looked at you. I just realized that's like a week. 10 days.
I am there until the 20. Come back the 26th tonight. Yep.
That is committed right there.
Yep.
You a real one.
Thank you.
You are.
Yeah.
You a real one for that.
Yeah.
That's
this is the first. I'll say going to see my in-laws. This is the first Colorado trip I've taken in 2 years.
But his in-laws are mad cool though.
Yeah.
His in-laws really are like a couple of them like grow weed or something. Like they're like mad.
Yep, Josh.
He's got mad cool in-laws.
Yep.
I didn't mean to put names out there. I'm just saying like. That's dope in-laws. Literally, you got.
They don't watch the show.
They don't watch the show.
No.
Oh man.
They don't watch sports.
That's true. They definitely are not. They don't sport.
They definitely don't sport. Soccer. My brother-in-law is a bike cyclist, so he does Tour de France.
Is he a cyclist? Like I'm a sneakerhead. Is he like into
Absolutely. Like he has probably 7 different like professional bikes in his garage. Like he's a cyclist for sure.
Why does 7? I need that. We should get him on the show just to ask him why you need 7 bikes.
Terrain.
To raid? Okay. Speaking of sports though, is March the best month of sports? And if not, what is?
Because it's a collision of like fall into summer stuff, right? So it is the winding down of the better sports plus the start of the sports. So you just have a lot going on.
So is it not October, November? Is it not that time?
The beginning of that.
Which is also sick. You got college football, bro. You got NFL. You got NBA kicking off. You got baseball World Series coming to an end. It's a sexy time in the fall, my dog.
I think the baseball heads. Well, not necessarily, because the baseball heads, as much as they love spring ball, October's playoff time for
November baseball, in Philadelphia. Like, man, what is the best month of sports, you guys? What do you think?
I'll tell you what, it's not the summer.
It is 100% not June through beginning of September. It's not that. It is not. That is shitty titty for sport, for sure.
And no one likes shitty titties.
No one likes shitty titties. No one.
No.
Like, No. No one.
No.
Nope, not even them. Moving on. Mic checks. You want to go first?
Sure.
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on.
It's been a lot going on.
I got a dog.
Yep.
Now I don't have a dog.
Did you kill the dog?
Didn't kill the dog. Gave the dog back. Dog was a little aggressive.
AGGRESSIVE, aggressive. He was aggressive.
Yeah. No, dog's gone. I think it was best put to me by our mother that said, if you need therapy, don't get a dog. And I was like, that's like
wow.
I was like,
that's a bar.
That's probably
that is a hell of a bar
thing. If I'm not,
I guess unless it's a therapeutic dog.
And she wasn't.
She was clearly not.
She was not.
Oh man, no. What'd y'all name her?
Minerva.
That's what she was getting on.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. My last Minerva, for sure.
I'm on a roll.
Yeah. My last Minerva.
I'm on fire.
I was excited. Minerva, goddess of wisdom, Roman goddess of wisdom.
Oh,
plus
that's some Harry Potter. Oh, definitely some Harry Potter stuff.
Cool.
Okay. I thought it was after the park, like Minerva Park here.
No.
Okay.
No.
I just want to see what I thought. No. I don't watch Harry Potter.
Nope.
No shitty titties of Harry Potters.
And you had some stuff. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot
of emotions the last couple of weeks for sure.
For sure.
So, I don't know how deep I'm going to go with this, but I've been hiding off of complete social media for a little bit. If y'all haven't noticed, I found myself at a meeting a couple weeks ago, at a business meeting, and 20 minutes into the meeting, my face froze up, and thought I was having a stroke. Went to the ER. They ran every test they could, kept me overnight. People were mad freaked out. We had no idea what the hell was going on with me, as I didn't. All the tests came back okay on the heart and the brain. They did say that I had a stroke before, which was really weird when someone tells you that you've had a stroke and you didn't even know it. By the way, you have had a blood clot. Tell you whether it was 6 months ago or 44 years ago.
Yeah.
Word. But no, I got Bell's palsy. They left me with that, which means half of my face is literally paralyzed. As you can see, I can't move much that. I can't move much of my face over here, do really anything with it. And it's like this until it's not like this. I took the medicine, and they said 4 weeks to 9 months.
Yeah,
that's really what they said. And we didn't really leave with a lot of answers, but quite truthfully,
I don't know what's going on.
They really didn't leave us with a lot of answers.
Bell's palsy is a weird one. I remember Addison had it after COVID. That was actually who had it. We talked about that was the side effect. One was strange, and they told him the same thing. It was like, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 9 months, and his was definitely the latter. His took quite a while. But then my client, who also got it from COVID, his was a week.
No doubt.
Like, it was like
is it just no rhyme or reason?
There's just no rhyme or reason.
They're eating anything different?
No,
they're not like,
but it is like it's a stress related type thing at the same time.
Facts.
So like the more you think about it, to do this, but how do you not think about your face not moving?
Thank you. How do you not stress about it? Like, go home and relax. Like, relax what? My face is frozen, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? You laugh and giggle, but it is true.
Like, your face is frozen. And so it's really, it's a weird thing.
Eyes all dried out. Like, it's wild, y'all. It's wild. It's wild. Just a nerve.
Yeah, Addison had to end up wearing an eye patch for a while.
Brittany tried. I was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. I can close it enough to sleep, but as you see when I try to blink, like it's lag. It's way off. It's one of the shutters do not be shut, y'all. So we're here. We're back. Feel good. Tired, but we're pushing through, and we get to shout outs in a minute. Like we'll run through some shout outs because the support and the calls and the texts and the content, I mean, still to this day, like I can't even tell you, so we'll get there. But moving on, show me some Mary. What's on deck, bro?
I don't know. What are we doing today?
Oh, is that not in here? Oh, let me tell them. Okay, so we're mixing it up tonight. He said, what are we doing?
I couldn't find it. I'm
not mad at you. It's okay. We're mixing it up tonight because there's just kind of way too much sports going on.
Too much.
So if we were to do like a full episode with around the world and wins and women's brackets and NBA and all the stuff going on right now, we'd be here until 10 p.m. And neither one of us have that.
I can't.
We just said no, and we wanted to come back, but come back a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
As we roll back into it, because we're emotionally exhausted, but we're happy to be here. So we're gonna do a March Madness edition with some extras. There won't be a full around the world segment tonight. Instead, we'll do March Madness, Naptown news, because the Pacers are looking kind of good right now. They kind of they've been doing some things.
Yep.
The WNBA draft is coming. We'll talk about Butler, and then we'll get into the fine print a little bit. You about that life?
Yeah.
That's a good show me some Mary. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Quick hitters. All right, the good. It's March, y'all. It's March Madness time. The women and men's tournaments are about to tip off, and it's about to be absolutely madness. I personally have always said that the trend... You got something?
No.
You sure?
Forgot.
What's wrong?
No, we're good.
Okay. I personally have always said the transfer portal, along with the NIL influence, college basketball, people getting a 5th and 6th year, has affected college basketball more than any other sport. And we're about to see that in the upcoming weeks through my personal perspective. Big time transfers, Caleb Love, for instance, graduate transfers for going to different schools and creating more senior leadership. This tournament's about to be wild. Last season's men's tournament had 0 number 1 seeds in the Final Four for the first time in years. And I think I think there may be a number 1 seed in there, but I don't think that there'll be 4. I don't think that there'll be 3 personally. What do you think on that one? He's not even listening. No one is safe. Number 1 seeds can lose to 16 seeds. We're definitely going to see some 8-9s beat those teams. 15s, 14s, 13s are definitely on the rise. I'm telling you.
I confidently, and I say confidently, chose quite a few upsets in my bracket this year. Yeah, it's anyone's tournament this year. It really, really is. You'll have, it's not like there aren't good teams at the top, but there are teams down in the 10 through 16.
The parity is real.
That you got to oh shit.
I didn't know.
They got some balls.
They got 4 cats that average 13 apiece out here in these streets. Like straight up. The bad. The Clippers have lost 4 of their last 5 and 8 of their last 10.
Yeah.
This is the wrong time of the season to start losing, y'all. They were the hot. You ain't never. That was well done. They are clipping. They were the hottest team in the NBA, along with Boston, for a couple of months. They were just down to Atlanta by 30 the other night without Trae Young. Ty Lue says it's injuries. Kawhi says it's between the ears, and Paul George says they have no identity.
They don't even agree on what's wrong. That's not good.
Your 3 leaders all have a different reason.
They all have a different reason of what is wrong.
That's like being in a relationship and one person being like, "You don't communicate well." Well, you don't fuck me. Well, we don't watch enough movies together. Like, y'all shit is out of whack.
Yeah, y'all should have probably talked before you went to the media. Come on now.
All bad. Can they turn it on for the in the season and playoffs?
We say this about the Clippers every year.
Are they a turn it back on team?
They have the roster to do it. So they are. They're capable of doing so. Kind of like what I have to say about the Pacers. This is right now is the time to have your last little slump of the year.
Which one of those 3 reasons do you think it is the most, if you had to say? Is it injuries? Is it between the ears? Or is they have no identity? If you had to pick one of the 3 the most.
Between the ears.
I concur.
Between the ears.
I concur.
Yeah.
That's 50% of it.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Between the ears. Figure it out. Lock in. Be ready.
Facts. Ugly.
You got 14 games left. You better do it now.
Because you're going to be a 7 seed, and you don't want that 3 work.
No.
You don't want, is that Denver, is that OKC, or is that Minnesota?
Right.
You don't want none of that.
Yep.
Period. Is that 7 versus 3, right? I guess 7 versus 2, which they don't want that either.
7 versus 2.
You definitely don't want that work.
No.
The ugly. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is scheduled for July 20th, 2024. My bad, I put 25. 2024. Mike Tyson's 57 years old. Mm-hmm. Jake Paul is 27 years old. Mm-hmm. I know y'all can do the math. That's a big ass difference. This could get ugly very quick. I feel like it's just a whole
human older.
I feel like it's just that's like your grandpa. I feel like it's like a ugly fight either way. Even if it's a good fight, I feel like it's still going to be an ugly, winded, nobody can breathe. Here's
what I'll say about the fight.
Oh,
If Jake Paul wins, that'll tell me exactly how that it is a rigged fight. If you've seen Mike Tyson prep for this fight compared to how Jake Paul's prepping for this fight, Mike Tyson has almost killed his trainer multiple times.
Every day.
It looks crazy.
Every day.
If he comes out, because this is finally the first boxer that Jake Paul's signed up with, like boxer. Now, you're choosing somebody 30 years older than you.
He's 60 years old.
Right. Like, come on. Like,
He's
fight
60.
a guy that's actually fighting right now.
Don't do that.
Butt.
Don't do that.
Mike Tyson should, could, and would beat your ass.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah. Like, if something else happens.
If he hits you with the uppercut, if he catches you, Jake Paul, you going night-night, nigga.
Now, Jake Paul has power. I'm not even going to try to act like he's not a large man. Like, he's trained. He could hit Mike with something, but you're going to make Mike mad. The last thing you ever want to do in a ring is make Mike mad.
Does Mike still have it in to get mad, you think?
Yeah.
He's such a lover. He's such a nice guy now.
No, I see him train. He's not.
You think he's got it in him?
Like, it's like me when I fight.
Oh, blackout.
Yeah.
You don't want that problem.
Right.
Yep. Okay. You good with that? Yeah. Shout outs. You know, man, I got to give a real shout out to all the people, friends and family who continued to check on me the last few weeks. I honestly can't believe the amount of love and support, and I'm not saying that trying to be funny, and some of this is on the cuss. I just wanted to make sure I said it. It's been mad overwhelming at times, because I haven't felt like talking to none of y'all, if I could be honest. If I didn't respond right away, just know that I received it. I appreciate it and truly love you dearly. I'm going to be good, but I'm honestly taking necessary time. I'm not trying to make this about me, so please know that I'm not, but I just feel like it's necessary to thank people. I'm going to take the necessary time to pay attention to what's going on, because stuff is obviously out of whack for some reason. I've obviously clearly been doing too much, so I'm going to listen to a lot of you who've been telling me, listen to your body and chill the hell out. It's okay to not be okay, y'all. It's really okay to not feel like you have to force your way through it at times. Shout outs to those struggling in silence. Shout out to those struggling in private. Please feel free to reach out to me, Pops, or a specialized doctor who can listen, help, and devise a plan to help you get better. But like, it really is okay to struggle. And it's okay to say you're struggling.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
We love you. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk about some March Madness. Holla back.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yo, we are back with the 317 Sports Project with Penn and Pops, about to get into our next segment, which is usually around the world, which we'll get back to in a couple weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
But tonight, we're going to talk about March Madness and that breakdown. Let's kick it off, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're going to break down some seeding, some who's balling, some who's busting. We're going to talk about the regions and see who we think's a sleeper in each region, who we think is going to come out of that region. What I love is that we don't necessarily agree on all those things.
We really don't.
Which is great. I love that.
Beautiful.
And honestly, it shouldn't, because we don't actually know.
That'd be weird. That'd be weird if we agreed on every single thing. Yeah, I agree. On to the next one. Oh, you too? That's awesome. Me too. That's not how it's supposed to go. For sure.
No.
That'd be horrible.
So we're going to start with March Madness breakdown. We're going to talk about the number one.
And by the way,
seeds.
big ups to us on you and I on this section, because we put it
nice.
We put it down. Put it down. I'm really excited.
We were both in there at the same time,
crushing
shit.
Yeah. Different shit. Like, all right, go.
Yeah, number one seeds.
Yep.
UConn. Overall number one seed, very tough bracket.
The most tough.
Yeah, Big East tournament champion, last season's national champions. We've got Houston in the South region, blown out in the Big 12 top championship against Iowa State. Iowa State's really good. Purdue, easiest bracket by far. First team in history to lose to a 13 seed 3 years straight.
13 seed or worse.
3 years straight. You don't trust them.
I don't trust them. We'll talk about it more.
Yeah. Lost in the Big Ten semifinal versus Wisconsin.
They're not coming in hot.
No.
Okay.
UNC Could make a deep run bracket-wise. We love us some Tar Heels. Yes, we do. That is definitely our second favorite team, first favorite team. Depends
by far.
By
far.
That's kind of what we grew up watching basketball.
100%.
Yeah. They got us they do have what it takes. 18th number 1 seed tournament record.
Big ups to Hubert Davis. They missed the tournament last season, but they beat Duke twice this season, ACC regular champs, and they lost in the ACC tournament final this year. So big ups on that turnaround, my brother, for
Especially losing a talent like Caleb Love.
Facts.
Going to Arizona.
Why do you think he left? You think because RJ was getting too much?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's only one. You can't. There's only room for one.
Yeah.
Say less. Go ahead.
Who's balling? What you got?
Balling, bro? What squads are hot at the right time? The Auburn Tigers. I don't know if you've seen them play.
I did.
The Auburn Tigers are all the way real. Bruce Pearl got them down there doing some things, my dog. SEC tournament champions, deepest squad in the tournament. They are 10 deep, legitimate. They defend and they shoot that 3 ball. You can't leave nobody open on that perimeter because they will hit that. Don't go under that. Don't go under that screen. It's a wrap. I'm telling you, it is a wrap.
Yep.
And Bruce Pearl is coaching his ass off. NC State, ACC tournament champions. They won 5 games in 5 days. Is that a wrap?
I have more about them down below, so yes, that's a wrap for now.
Okay, that's a wrap. Iowa State, we just talked about them. They have not lost back-to-back games since late November. They lost 5 games in 2024. They are 16-5 this year. Wow, they are balling.
Yeah.
Who's busting, bro?
Kansas. Kansas is busting.
He said that with his whole ass chest, didn't he?
Kansas seems like it could be on the way out. Been dealing with a lot of injuries. Hunter Dickinson has not. We don't know for sure if he's actually going to play yet in the tournament.
Have we seen the best of him in Kansas? How did he play there?
He was fine.
Okay.
He should have stayed in Michigan.
I agree.
Now, with everything that was going on in Michigan, I get why he left.
Get the hell out of there.
But he should have stayed in Michigan because at least you kind of like you were going against the other.
You can fit in the Big Ten.
Well, at this time you could have gone, hey, I'm going to have this one-on-one competition with Zach Edey as far as the Big Ten.
Yep.
So a little bit more eyes on you. This one was such a tumultuous type of injuries in and out and all of this stuff going on in Kansas world. Now at the same time, Kansas, it's not like they don't have talent.
They just didn't put it together.
They just didn't put it together, and I just don't see them doing it. It's too late.
For sure.
It's basically too late.
Go ahead.
We got Tennessee. Depends on which team shows up.
It really does.
Lost last 2 games of the season, regular season versus Kentucky. Lost in first round of SEC tournament versus Mississippi State. Again, another one of those things.
You're not coming in hot.
You can make them You can make them go to the Final Four. They could lose first round.
That bracket is shitty.
Yeah,
for sure. And Purdue. You can say it.
Hard to trust.
Hard to trust.
They have to prove it, as you wrote. They've been knocked out 3 times in a row very early. Lost to Wisconsin the other day. He doesn't trust him. Doesn't trust Zach Edey versus athletic big men who can pull him out.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
SEC Big 4, SEC 5, a Pac-12 5, Big 12 4 or 5 that could pull him out, hit the 3-pointer, and is athletic.
Yeah.
And probably really black. He's going to give him problems.
Yeah, and the only other thing I kind of put in there is like, is this the time to reset your mind, right? Like it did. Oh. Right? Did you lose this game so you didn't lose early in the tournament?
I think North Carolina may have done that.
I agree,
but I don't think a Purdue is the same. They can't turn it. Yeah. I just don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, carrying on.
Bracket breakdown. Talk about some regions.
Yo.
We're looking at the East region first. Let's talk about first round marquee matchups. Illinois at Morehead State.
Yo, man.
Great game.
I really like Morehead State, but Illinois is on fire right now.
Illinois is another one of those that I wouldn't be surprised if people have them going to the Sweet 16.
At least the Elite Eight. For sure. For sure.
They are that Big Ten defensive first with some dogs. Athletic.
Yes,
correct.
Sir. Yes, sir. Different than a Wisconsin and a Purdue to me. You know what I mean? Because in tournament time, you need 8 or 9, 7 or 8 just straight dogs, bro.
I would say I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't have them picked, but that was no surprise to me that they won the Big Ten championship.
Facts.
That's actually who I thought was going to win going into it.
Facts.
They are a phenomenal March Madness type team for sure. They remind me of the Michigan State type teams going in. Like, don't look at the regular season record. Like,
They won 25. They won 25 games. Cuz
at the same time, like you're gonna like forget about them, but you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, that BYU versus Duquesne game is going to be a problem in the winter. Can definitely play with that Illinois Morehead State game as well. Sleepers. Morehead State, 26 games, man, including the last 6 of the regular season. They got hot at the right time, but we'll see. Florida Atlantic, huh? Is that me? Can they make another Cinderella one?
I wrote that.
Returning.
Yeah, I did write that.
I was like, I don't think I did.
Yeah, you just made it look better. I'll say this. FAU, man, can they make another Cinderella run? Possible. You never know. They have returning most of last year's team. I mean, most of last year's team that made it to the Final Four is there. Shoot the ball well, clear offensive glass, and protect the ball. 3 huge things that you need in tournament basketball.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
Weakness is teams that guard perimeter well. We'll see. So, like, if they're going to do it, this is a team that would go against UConn. So,
no.
They're not going to make that.
That's where the buck stops.
Correct.
That's where the buck. Danny Hurley's not having that.
Yes.
No way. And UAB is always a team to watch in the tournament. You just never know.
Yeah. Literally, I float on the 3 brackets I filled out so far. I float on the UAB matchup.
Right, bro? Right? UAB, man. Them FAUs and them UABs. Them 3 teams. Them letters with the teams with the 3 letters. You don't know what the letters always mean?
No, I had to look up a couple of
them.
They're
a problem, cuz.
Like, who's Colgate?
I'm just...
Is that where they got the toothpaste from? Is that where it's made?
Them UVCs, Virginia Commonwealths, and them FAUs. Like, where the hell is them? Where are they at?
There was twice we were watching the selection show last night. Me and the wife were, because she likes college basketball sure.
She does.
So we watched men's and then the women's. And there were 3 times that she was like, "What team is that?" And I acted like I didn't hear what she said, just so I could I was acting like I was typing, but I was actually looking it up. And I was like, "Oh, that's this."
Oh, that's this.
Yeah.
Colgate Warriors, regional winner. Who you got?
I have UConn coming out of this bracket.
That's easy. Yeah. That's a very safe. That's
it's
a very
hard
safe
to pick against them right now.
It is very hard to pick against them, but I'm doing it. The Auburn Tigers are coming out of there.
I like it.
War Eagle, baby. In the West. First round matchups.
Yeah. Number 8 Mississippi State versus number 9 Michigan State.
That's a game. That's a literal. I don't want either team to lose.
I don't pick against Izzo teams in the tournament very often. I just don't. Again, nasty. But Mississippi State's really great.
Nasty.
They're very similar style playing games. This is going to be a hard nose, lots of hard fouls.
74, 71. Yes. Grimy basketball.
Yes. Number 7 Dayton versus number 10 Nevada.
Nevada's won 26 games this year, bro.
Nevada's balling. They can both hoop. Either could win a game or 2 and go to the Sweet 16 very quick. Dayton ain't no punks. No.
Karen Dahl, shout outs to you, sis. Dayton had a great year again. Dayton Flyers are kind of just always a 24 to 26 win team. But that Nevada game, just a toss up, man. Flip a coin, them 7-10s. Sleepers, what you got, dog?
I got number 12, Grand Canyon.
Wow.
I say if they speed up and pressure St. Mary's, they will take the win.
Is St. Mary's a 5?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, they can beat them.
I think that's what, right?
Yeah, 12-5. Yeah.
So, Tyan Grant Foster, beast for Grand Canyon. If you haven't watched him, watch some highlights and what he's done this season. He's a 2010 guy. St. Mary's does not have a matchup for them. The only thing that will stop Grand Canyon is if he gets into foul trouble. That would be the one thing that would slow them down. But Grand Canyon, I would definitely pick them. I actually have them in my Sweet 16.
Sexy pick, my dog. Number 10, Nevada. Like I said, 26-win team. They won 7 straight before losing their conference tournament. 6 seniors and 3 juniors. Led by Gerard Lucas and Keenan Blackshear, who are both grad student transfers, which is what I was talking about before. You get you a couple of 5th-year seniors. They come together. They gel well.
Hey, you ain't got to go to class no more. You graduated.
You mess around. Hoop.
Just come hoop.
All you got to do is hoop. Man, are you kidding me right now? So, that Nevada squad.
Did we stop and pause the camera?
You can go look. Go look.
You did, right?
Go look. Go get that. I understand. Trust me, I get the anxiety of needing to know, but I did. It's good, but I promise you can look. I
just don't even remember.
I understand. I did it, and I've went and checked to make sure that I did it. So trust me, bro. You were gonna think about it till you went and did it anyway. So I understand. Regional winner. Who you got here, bro?
I've got Arizona coming out. I have a huge matchup. Caleb Love versus his former team in UNC.
Oh, my
Arizona
God.
coming back.
So what's he going to do, bust for 35?
Exactly. Yes. Now, I want UNC to win that game, but I just feel like he's going to go in. He'll do one of two things. He'll overdo it.
And have 6 points.
Or he'll go out and show out.
And have 44 points.
Correct.
In overtime.
Yes.
And the last 7 points, he'll bust 4 on his own.
Correct.
Facts. I got UNC. Get out of here with that. If they get past the 8-9 team, which is that Michigan State, Mississippi State game, that's going to be a tough game. But that game may be the game that battle tests them enough for the rest of the ride.
And that was another matchup that I floated because I had Michigan State winning the first game, and I had that Michigan State UNC, and I'm like, ooh.
That'll be a great test. That's exactly what you need in that first weekend, that second game to be like, this is going to carry us through the rest of this for sure because that was close. RJ Davis, baby. He's the kind of player that can say, hop on my back and let's go to the Final Four.
They have the ACC Coach of the Year, the ACC Player of the Year. To me, it's their
They missed the tournament last year. Yeah. They are hungry.
Yes.
Baycott came back for this.
Correct.
Like, they are mad hungry. Arizona, great pick, though. Midwest region. First round marquee matchups. This is, like, you did so great in this bracket, bro.
Yes, thank you.
You did. You're so right.
Is it Creighton versus Akron. Fun game. Akron can play with them. They can.
Facts.
Yep. Creighton does have, I think I put that in there somewhere.
Well, you put it down there.
Did I put it?
Did you delete it? Oh, there you go. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom in regional.
We'll talk about it in a second.
Sure, it's down there.
Yep, they can play with them. This is going to be a marquee matchup. That's going to be a fun game to watch. That'll definitely come to the last few possessions of that game,
bro. Akron can hoop, bro. Akron can hoop. Sleepers, get them, dog.
Number 13, Samford. I've got we've talked about. Kansas has key injuries at the wrong time. Have been playing uninspired basketball at the same time. Look for Aker.
Is that his real name?
That is his name.
I thought
to have his way with
twice
Kansas.
on accident.
Nope, that is his name. Kansas, to play with Kansas, he's a 6'9" versatile forward. Phenomenal player. That is his name, though, I promise.
You see me still looking at you. There's no way.
That is his name.
Oh, your parents don't really love you.
He's from Africa.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say less. Number 12.
I've got McNeese. I have McNeese going.
They might fucking want to go to the Final Four.
I have them in one of my brackets going to the Final Four.
They might mess around and go to the Final Four.
30-win team, 3 losses by a total of 12 points this season. Lost 1 game since November. 4 players average double figures. Very guard heavy, short squad. Gonzaga isn't the same team as they have been.
You read my notes like they were your notes. That was well done, bro.
Oh.
That was fire. No, I didn't want to say it. I'm just saying you crushed that. You read that like you did it. That was beautifully well done.
Thanks, man.
Well done.
Yeah.
Carry on, Keebler.
Gonzaga isn't the same teams that they have been. They've made it 20 straight tournaments, but I just see that's an early. They got a bad
made it to the tournament 20 straight years.
Yeah.
And have nothing to show for it.
Correct. Good job. Good for you.
Nothing to show for it.
Shahada Wells, be fun to watch.
Too.
Absolutely. Averaging 18, 5, and 4. Great guard play, baller. I could see them. Yeah, you wrote that, right?
I could see them upsetting Purdue. Like, I could really, truly see them beating Purdue. No question about it. Side note, I think that number 3 Creighton versus Akron will be probably the closest of the 3-14 games.
Yeah.
Akron is the MAC tourney champs, 24-win team. Who you got winning the region, bro?
I have Creighton winning. I've got 3 players that average 17. Tough team to beat. But they're one of my picks to come out of that area.
I'm not mad at that. I honestly think Akron may beat them, but I put here, if not, in capital letters, I completely agree with them that being a Final Four pick.
Yeah.
This region is really hard for me. I kind of just threw a name in here, threw a team in here because I haven't filled a bracket out. I haven't filled a bracket out yet to literally do it. Because McNeese State is who my heart is telling me I think can really go to the Final Four, and I'm saying that with legitimate conviction.
Yeah.
They are the FAU of last year. They might mess around and blow up everybody's shit. But I have Tennessee going to the Final Four just because I don't trust Purdue, I don't trust Kansas, and I think Creighton's going to lose to Akron. So they're kind of by default if McNeese State doesn't do it.
Yes.
South region.
Marquee matchup.
Nebraska versus Texas A&M.
These 8-9 games are always great. Percentages wise, it is almost exactly 50% winners and winners all time in bracket history, with the 9 seed having just a couple more wins. So it's like
Did you just freestyle that right there? That's not in here.
It's not in there. No, I freestyled that.
This guy. I'm over here like.
Yeah, so those are always the marquee matchups, right? The 8 versus 9 percentages show us that this is just kind of the fun one, closest good basketball game to play.
If Nebraska doesn't come to play, A&M might blow them out, though.
Absolutely.
Just being honest.
Nebraska has
they are battle-tested.
Senior Kasai Tominga.
Africa again.
No, he's actually from Japan.
Oh. Tominaga.
So they call him.
Oh, Casey. Oh, white curry, Japanese curry.
Yeah.
Japanese curry. Japanese curry. Yeah, he's nice.
Yes. So
Casey can hoop.
Fire.
Casey can super hoop.
If he gets hot.
Casey can hoop. He really can hoop. Sleepers, dog.
I've got James Madison, number 12 again in this one.
30-win team.
30-win team. One of the 31 teams in this year's tournament. Very aggressive on the defensive side. Hold opponents to an absurdly low 29% shooting from behind the arc.
What?
Correct.
Great stat, Pops.
Correct.
Great stat. Carry on.
We've got NC State. This can go either way. We've kind of had talked about this one.
Hey, man.
Started the season 11-3. Went on a streak of losing 11 of their next 17, but have won 5 straight going into the tournament. This is one of those teams that could be getting hot at the right time. Because it wasn't a fluke they went 11-3. You probably got too full of yourselves, and karma got you.
Was it the same 12-3, 13-3 as Ohio State's 12-3?
Right, but again, you change your thing, then you go 6-1.
Right, 100%.
So like this is now. I think they could be one of those. Now I didn't end up picking them in the first round of my first bracket, but wouldn't be surprised if they win 1, 2, or 3 games.
My dog,
for sure.
My dog. All right, regional winner. Who you got?
I picked Marquette solely because that is my pick from the beginning of the season.
You sure did.
I picked Marquette to win.
You really did.
They're getting who's injured on their team?
Yep. You're not good at names. I know who you're talking about.
I'm not. So one of their main players,
very Tyler Hero-esque,
coming back. He will be back for the first game. The fact that he's coming back, that is a team you want to watch out for. Would not be surprised if Marquette gets to the Final Four. They could win it all with the team that they've got. Very good defense, really good on both sides of the ball. 4
players averaging double figures, versatile squad, great defensive team. I, Penn, am not scared of any teams in their bracket right now, quite truthfully. But if Houston play like they're capable, it's pretty much an easy walk for them. But
Correct.
If not, I actually have Marquette winning the region as well. Yep. Who's your national champion?
Oh, let's see.
Because your Final Four is UConn, Marquette.
Yep.
UConn, Marquette,
Creighton, and shit. Who was my other one?
UConn, Marquette, Creighton,
Arizona,
and Arizona.
I'm going UConn to repeat in this year's national championship.
Wow. Will you look up the last time there was a repeat national champion?
Yes,
because it has been a minute. I am going with the Auburn Tigers. Bruce Pearl's father passed away in August. They are playing for a bigger reason. They were in the Final Four a few years ago. They are trying to go back and run this bitch. Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers are the 2024 national champions.
Florida in 2006, 2007 was the last time.
It's not happening. It's been 18 years since there was a repeat national
So
champion.
just to give you an idea, it has happened 3 times. Oklahoma State, 1945 and 46.
My dog.
San Francisco, I don't even know if they still have a team, 55 and 56. Cincinnati, 4 times. 61 and 62. Florida, 2006, 2007.
So it happens every 40 years.
Correct.
That's not half. We're halfway there. We're halfway there. Wow. That does not happen very often, bro. That's crazy. Auburn Tigers 2024 national champions. That's the March Madness breakdown, y'all. I guess we'll see in a couple of weeks how it went.
We'll see for the update on that one.
We'll see on the update. We'll be back after this message. We're going to get into some Naptown news, some fine print. We out of here. We'll see you soon, y'all. Holla.
colors. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome back to the 317 Sports Project, presented by Clean Kicks, Columbus, Ohio's #1 premium sneaker treatment shoe cleaning service. We clean kicks, paint kicks, do ISO restorations, and a bunch of other dope-ass services. Premium sneaker treatment for premium sneakerheads. Do yourselves a favor and give us a follow over at cleankicks.614 on Instagram. Welcome back, y'all. We are getting into our next segment, which you know what it is. Naptown Nudies, baby. Naptown News. We'll talk about the Pacers a little bit, talk about Butler Bulldogs a little bit. That's probably IT, quite truthfully. What's going on in Naptown, dog?
Indiana Pacers right now 38-30.
Not mad.
First off, I got to just say appreciation post for Pascal Siakam.
Ooh.
Siakam has become the guy over the last few games, as Haliburton's kind of had a small slump, averaging 20 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. I think I put in the last 15 games. That's what he's been averaging.
Okay.
Effort on the court has been unmatched. Like diving on the floor for balls, getting to the rack, knows his game, doesn't try to step out and hit too many threes just because other people are doing it.
He's not DTMing?
He's not doing too much.
Okay.
He goes and you're like, oh wow, he had 21. Quiet. And then sometimes scoring 29 or 30. Siakam is a perfect player for the Pacers right now. Hopefully we get that contract extension figured out.
Are you worried about that at all?
I don't think so. I think he likes it.
Okay. Say less.
Yeah, I think he likes it.
All right. Carry on.
Tyrese Haliburton slump. We've
talked about this we talked about this the last 2 episodes, 3 episodes maybe.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Still slumping, huh?
Still slumping. To me now, it's complete overthinking.
I wasn't saying that we talked about it, so why are we talking about this again? I'm just saying this has been an ongoing thing, clearly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because now we're 14 games left, and his 3-point, and it's really his 3-point shot. That's it. His 3-point shot is just not falling. But here's what my thing is he's tired. We talked about this. He's tired.
Gotta be
probably
tired.
Still a little hurt.
Gotta be tired.
He needs a reset, right? To me, I'm like, you need a little bit of you need a break. Now, sadly, don't think you can have that in the last 14 games. If it was 30 games ago, we might have been able to do that.
Fair.
He needs to get to the rim more often than trying to get the threes to fall. We saw that in the last game. Once he stopped, he went 0 for 6 in the first half from 3-point. He came out in the second half, started getting around guys, hitting those layups that you don't understand how he even hits them. And it's that's what you need to do. When your shot as a shooter, when your shot is not falling, get to the rim. Get fouled.
Yep. See a free throw go down. Fair.
He has not been doing that as often as he should. And that's it. Hey, just get to the rack.
I dig it, my dog.
Right?
So you're not worried?
I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'm not worried.
Okay.
Do it now. I'd rather you figure it out for the playoffs. He's too good of a shooter to continue this the rest of the year. Now.
Is there any chance, before you say now, and I'm just throwing shit out there, is there any chance, he's a point guard, so the answer is probably no, but is there any chance he's trying to figure out how he fits with Pascal and Ben being gone? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because Pascal takes a lot.
And honestly, he's probably still trying to figure out how to not play without Buddy. His game was so much easier when you had 2 guards that were both shooting 40% from 3-point.
That's such a good point.
You don't have that good of a shooter
anymore. He probably misses his best friend.
Exactly.
Just literally in his heart. You know what I mean? For
you
real.
Don't have that same play style. Again, the trade was still, I'm not going to go back and be we shouldn't have done it. No, we needed to do that, Buddy. We weren't going to agree to a contract extension. We weren't going to get anything for him. Go get him to a team and let him be happy. That's what you could have done best for Buddy Hield, period.
We did that.
And we did that. It allowed us to have money to go get Siakam. So we're fine. But again, that style of play, when you don't have that good of a shooter next to you, completely changes. All you have to do on the defense side of the ball is put a 6'9" forward on him with length, and he has a little bit more trouble trying to figure that out. You're not going to be as open from 3-point. You just aren't.
Fair. All right. Matherin, what's going on, bro?
Torn labrum, out for the year. Surgery did go well, should make a full recovery. You're going to see him.
Injuries happen,
but I am excited to see his work ethic in the off season as he rehabs. Even Carlisle said he's one of the hardest working on the team. He has an attitude when he works out. He does this. He is going to attack rehab, be stronger. He's going to shot, like he'll figure out a shot and stuff. Like he is going to be a problem next year.
My dog. Okay. What's last?
14 games left. We got 6 at home, 8 on the road.
Can we just talk about the fact that at the beginning of the season we said they're going to win like 44 to 46 games?
That is what we said.
We literally said that at the very beginning of the season. So
we did say that.
Facts, just straight facts. 14 games left.
Predictions. If you want to pull it back up, I think.
I mean, I can look at it, but I feel very good. I think they'll go 500. I think they'll go 500 here.
Yep.
I think they'll end up with 45 wins, right? I think they'll end up 45 and 37.
And I had
6 at home, 8 on the road. They'll go 500.
Yeah, I had 8 and 6, which again 500-ish.
Right.
The next string after tonight, because they're playing Cleveland right now. That is the one thing that I hate because we're in.
You can't
Ohio.
even watch it.
Can't even watch it.
Don't even.
I was like, I'll have it on while we're doing it. Like, I'm just so dumb.
So dumb.
This next string,
like, why in the state that I live in can I not watch it?
It should be the complete opposite.
It should be like
that should be on national television.
In the congregation setting.
Why is that not on ABC?
Not on
like our
TNT?
ABC.
Thank you. You're right.
Like, just put it on our national stuff.
Oh, this should literally just be like on the bunny ears.
Thank you.
You're right.
I should be able to put my bunny ears on and watch the Cavs game.
You're not wrong. I'm not even a Cavs fan, but you're absolutely right.
Now, this game is one that they should absolutely win. You have 3 of their main guys. There's 3 of their starters out. But that's also one of those games that makes me very scared.
Exactly.
Donovan Mitchell, Mobley's out, and I forget who else is out. But
is Gillard playing, or is whatchamacallit playing? The other guard playing?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that there's one of those dudes that can mess around and go for 50 on his own, and you're like Garland. Okay.
No, I think Garland might be playing.
Yeah, he's very Tyrone Maxson-esque.
But again, you go Garland, and then the other thing you watch out for a game like this one is Texas versus Texas. Miles Turner and Jared Allen always go hard at each other.
Facts.
Jared Allen always gives Miles Turner problems. There's just that.
Domantas Sabonis has never lost to Anthony Davis.
I saw that post. It's crazy.
Anyway, carry on, Keeler.
The next after this game, you have 5 on the road. Those scare me.
In a row.
Who are they?
I didn't even look. Who
Detroit,
are they?
Detroit, Golden State, Lakers, Clippers, Chicago, Lakers again.
I said 7-7. I didn't even look at the schedule before I started talking that shit.
Yeah.
Say that again. Detroit, they'll win.
In Detroit.
Yep.
In Golden State.
They'll lose to Golden State.
At Los Angeles.
They'll beat the Lakers one of those 2 times.
Exactly. Yep. Clippers.
I don't trust them.
Bulls, you better since you just lost to them.
For sure. All right, so they'll split that.
Yeah.
They'll go, 3-3. You got to win.
Then Lakers at home the 29th on Friday.
3-3 would be phenomenal. 4-2 would be insane.
Correct.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Is it me now?
Yep.
All right. Butler Bulldogs finished the season 18-14. First winning season since 2019 when they were 22-9 overall. They went 9-11 in the conference this year. Mm-hmm. They're in the Big East, man, which is a tough conference as we know. 4 more wins than last season. They went 12-5 at the crib, which is a phenomenal at home record. Can they be a 20-22 win season and maybe like a March Madness berth next year, maybe?
I think so. I think it's now 2 years in the Thad?
Second, going into the third.
You're starting to get your recruits, your guys older. Obviously, you'll get some transfers in. Not many because it's Butler, but you'll get some guys in. I think that they're going to go from an 18 to the bubble type team.
Can Butler get a good in-state player? Like, I know you got Indiana, you got Purdue, but there's got to be some really nice leftovers in the Chicago's. Big ups to DePaul. We'll talk about that in a second. But in the Chicago's, the Cincinnati, the Kentuckys, I feel like, it's basketball country around here. So I think that, 21-22 wins next season in the Big East is, if you can go from 9-11 to 12-8 in the Big Ten, 13-7 or in the Big East, 13-7 in the Big East. That's doing some things. Yeah. So we will be paying attention to what Butler, Thad, Greg Oden, and them fools got going on looking into next season. It's really not much fever news. I guess the WNBA draft is coming up.
Yep.
Watch out for Caitlin. Please don't get hurt. during this tournament.
Yep.
Straight up. And if, don't get hurt during this tournament. I was going to say, if you do, we'll draft Juju, but she's not coming out. So please don't get hurt.
Yeah.
The fine print?
Fine print.
Let's run it. You got a random question yet?
I don't.
I don't got a random question either. Random question of the day. Oh, man. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, man. This has changed over the years. This has changed.
That was a very good random question off the cusp. I can't front. That was
favorite
brilliant.
ice cream flavor.
Favorite ice cream flavor.
My classic ice cream flavor, and I like a lot of different ice cream. Like, I love ice cream. Like, it's a problem. Not as much as a problem used to be, but it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go get pints of ice cream and finish them in a sitting 2 times a week. That's why I was really overweight for a long time.
That's a real problem.
It was a problem.
A pint? Like the whole last thing?
A pint.
Damn. Not in the freezer for a little bit or nothing, huh?
No, I was one of those people that would
down the street?
eat it all the way down to 2 bites, but would put it in the freezer just to be like, I can't eat the whole thing. But then when you pick it up, it's like, this is empty. Like, no, there's 2 bites in there. Really, it's 1 large bite.
100%.
Chocolate chip cookie dough is my all-time, I'll always win with that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's probably up there. But Ben and Jerry's, which is very similar, Tonight Dough is my pint of ice cream that I will grab all the time.
My dog.
It's like peanut butter dough and all kinds of stuff.
A cookies and cream ice cream.
Very great.
With real chewy, authentic, thick fire cookies in it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Waffle cone.
Grater's has a good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, cookies and cream.
Waffle cone that just crumbles on while I'm eating it.
Black raspberry trip Grater's also really good.
Fire. Yeah. Cookies and cream. I know that was probably too easy of a pick, but you just stop it right now.
Yeah.
Favorite or most memorable March Madness memory?
Probably. I'll go somewhat recent. I love. Sorry, lemongrass. I love Jordan Poole's half-court shot when he was at Michigan as a freshman to win the game versus who was that they were playing?
I don't know.
Jordan Poole. I'll look it up.
It's not a bad memory, actually. Favorite March Madness memory. Wow, I've been watching the March Madness tournament for
long time.
Really long time.
They won against Houston.
I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna have to go back to UNLV Running Rebels 1991 national championship. Just watching them fools play. They Greg Anthony, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon.
I would say the most heartbreaking moment is probably Fab 5 Michigan timeout.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. That was probably one of the saddest things I've actually ever watched live really happen for real. Another really shitty one was Villanova hitting that 3-pointer against North Carolina a few years ago to win that national championship at the buzzer.
I'll also give you
that hurts so bad.
Good.
But I knew it was going in as soon as that fool left it go. As soon as he gave him the pass and that dude lined up and let that go, I was like, this national championship is over.
I'll give you a good one. I was at B-Dubs watching this with Ben.
Oh, Chris Webber. Jesus.
Gordon Hayward's almost half court for Butler.
Yo. Gordon Hayward almost beat Duke, dog. Don't mess around and think that was not very, very, very close.
Yes.
Yeah, this tournament's about to be crazy. This tournament's about to be absolutely crazy. Quick hitters. You put this in there. Go ahead and tell them, bro.
OSU has their new head coach.
Wow.
Diebler gets a 5-year deal. 6-2 record after taking over for CH.
I like the hire. He knows and loves the program. It's probably not too expensive. I say Ohio State has to have an Ohio State guy, both in basketball and football. It just makes sense. Yeah, I'm not mad at the hire. What do you think of the hire?
Doesn't surprise me. I think when you have the fans loving that Diebler's winning and 6-2, and you have some big wins during that time.
Tough to push a guy out after he beats Purdue in his first game.
Exactly. Like,
Really,
you got any more of that good juju with you?
Yo, cuz.
You gotta
tough
stick
to fire
around.
a
Why don't you
guy.
stick around for a little bit?
And he goes to the Big Ten tournament and wins a few. It's like, if you went 0-7 like Jeff Saturday,
you win one more game against Illinois, you go to the tournament. You're in.
Oh, you go to the tournament.
Yeah.
But you lost to the Big Ten tournament champion.
Correct.
And a squad who might mess around and go to the Sweet 16 easy. So tip your hat to them for sure.
I actually thought with what they'd already done, I thought they should have been a little bit more considered to still sneak in on the bubble there. But there's a lot of teams.
They were out before they were out. They were 100% out. No disrespect to CH, but they were out. Speaking of CH, that's a good segue. Chris Holtmann to DePaul. Back to the Big East. Now, let's talk about this. DePaul was 3-29 last year, and they were 0-20 in conference play.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
The cupboard is bare.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I swear.
He went to the most low pressure place after being in a very high pressure oven.
Is that like Kevin Durant going to Golden State?
Yeah.
I just need to.
Yeah, like, hey, I just kind of want to hang out.
I just want to hang out.
Basketball.
I need no pressure. Like, we might win 8 games next year, but it's gonna be fun.
That would be a success.
I got to get the hell out of Columbus.
You go 3-29, you win 5, and you're like, hey,
no, we're building.
We're building. Yeah,
and got a couple mil a year.
He's fine.
DePaul ain't broke. He's in there in Chicago. They gave him probably a nice 5-6 year, 10 mil, 12 mil deal. Like,
why not?
Black athletic director. Like, you're chilling, cuz you're chilling in Chi-Town. This is very interesting to me. You ready for this?
Yep.
NIT tournament news before we break out of here. Mad teams declined an invitation to the tournament. First of all, I didn't even know you could decline an invitation to a tournament. Like, if you didn't make the NCAA tournament and you get invited to the NIT tournament, like, who the fuck are you to decline that? I didn't know you could even do that. So St. John's was like, hell no. Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Memphis, Indiana, Mississippi, like, they all declined. So who the hell is going to this tournament? We don't know. Never watched it really, but like, how do you feel about teams declining an invite to the tournament?
You see more and more doing it for sure, and I think that's also one of those NIL portal transfer things, right? So like these players start saying I'm transferring right after not making the tournament, so they don't even have the same teams that they did going into even the NIT.
Oh, as soon as the season's over, they out of there.
They're gone. So it's like these coaches are like, I don't even know who's going to be on my roster.
How many weeks ago do you think some of these players knew they were leaving?
Couple.
So then, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have players on your squad who literally are like playing for nothing,
right?
Because they know that they're about to.
Correct.
Wow.
But OSU declined it last year when they didn't make the tournament. So it's.
Did they?
They did.
CH was like hell to the no.
No.
He probably needed the extra games.
Needed the extra little but now you didn't.
No, he did.
But you started 12-3, so who knows?
Who knows, man?
Who knows,
bro? March Madness is about to be wild. I know we didn't discuss the women's, but trust us, I'm probably more excited about that than I am the men's. We just don't have another hour.
In the women's stuff is going to be crazy,
no doubt.
Yeah.
South Carolina, though, I mean, let's just face it. I mean, the only team that can beat them is them.
Yeah.
So like,
it's their tournament to lose.
It's 100% the Dawn Staley show. If they're not penciled in your Final Four, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be, like you've been watching basketball. Caitlin Clark and LSU in the same bracket. I don't really love that.
Nope.
I think that they did that foul. They should not be playing. They should be having a chance to play in the Final Four at least to talk that shit. Watch out for USC. They're a sleeper team for me. I think Juju can mess around and have 35 points every single game and take them to the Final Four on her own. OSU is looking real hungry. UConn is not looking like UConn. I don't know, man. I'm so jazzed up. What you got, bro?
Who does OSU have in that first game here in Columbus? Which I forgot they had played in Columbus.
Oh, the women's basketball is here, huh?
Correct.
Oh, that's sexy.
And then the championship Final Four's in Cleveland.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Who's OSU got first? They're a 2 seed.
They got a 2 seed, and they are playing. Where are the other 2 seeds?
And is that at Value City or is that at or is that at Nationwide?
Nationwide.
Ohio State has a home game.
Ohio State has a home game for sure.
Damn. Do they have 2 home games then?
Correct. 2 home games.
How much is a ticket to go sneak and watch Ohio State play?
Why can't I find them?
I have no idea what's wrong with you. Is that the women's?
Oh, 2 sides of the bracket. Man, that sucks. They play Maine on the 22nd at noon.
The same parity for like a 215 is not the same in men's.
No.
They might beat Maine like 105-35.
Correct.
Like
Maine, if I remember if you watched the show, they didn't even have an internet connection while they showed them playing. It was the grainiest thing I've ever. It looked like it was 94.
It was like it was on that dial up.
ESPN went off of that real quick.
They were like, man.
There was another team that was just the red, yellow, and screen with the thing moving because they couldn't get the feed.
Y'all gotta stop doing these women like this, man. Y'all gotta respect. Y'all gotta put some respect on these Maine hoopers, dog. How long we been here, bro?
Exactly an hour.
Beautiful. You know what, y'all? I personally needed this. I can't lie. That was a good hour to get my mind off things, talk about some hoops. I haven't been watching very many sports at all, so that felt good to do that research in the last few days. Like, tournament time, man. How you feel after that? You good? Was that a good one?
I'm great.
That was phenomenal.
Go home and take a poop.
Go home, take a poop. I'm gonna go get some ice cream on that note.
I'll definitely be pooping if I eat ice cream.
Big ups, y'all. The show's dropping on Wednesday. We'll see you in a couple of days. We'll be talking all that shit throughout this week. I'm back. I'll be back on the socials. I know I've been hiding. We're back. I promise. About to take a picture right now and post it. See you this weekend. Have fun on vacation.
Yep.
You know what it is, y'all. See you in a couple weeks.
Peace.
Cause I was like 2 years old, first time I heard a beat drop. Yeah. And by 3 years old, I'm learning how to beatbox. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old when I'm putting on the 45s. Final. Needle to the groove, I'm scratching up the sweet spots. Homie from the East Block, in Naptown where the fiends flock. Skip school all day, mama couldn't keep watch. Fresh fade with the Reeboks. Man, nah, nigga couldn't tell me nothing. I'm so sick in my own lane, preteen, pimping all the light skin, red bone loving. Boombox on with the headphones bumping, dreaming to find my niche. Cause I ain't really know back then when I picked up my first notebook and a black pen. That little nigga with a rhyme like this. I wasn't thinking to the days of a dope band, new EPs on a compact disc. Nah, shit, truth be told, I ain't know I could sound like this. For me back then, it was
all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. It was all a dream.
And this shit right here be the proof dreams do come true.